Feels good to be back. Like this is my what 30th something episode? 34, 35? I've been doing this. I've been doing this. Like people just pick I've been doing this 4 years ago. I just had to do a little hiatus. We go get into why the hiatus came, right? This episode will be more of like a recap and kind of like a foreshadowing of where we're going, right? But yeah, I've been doing this. And it's gonna keep getting better and better. And I'm gonna make it to episode 50, just me. And then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and we go do season 3. Season 3 is gonna be studio, guest coming, right? I used to work at a dispensary. I've been in the legal cannabis industry for almost 6 years, right? So I'm a guest coming there. I lost 240 pounds. I got a lot of guests coming from the weight loss community and then the spiritual community, of course. I got a lot of guests coming there. So I'm excited. I'm excited. So much content coming. Oh my God. But there's so much going on in the world. So much to talk about. I see why God had to like sit me down for a little bit to get my thoughts together. And that, before we go any further, I want to set some like housekeeping rules. Some like, just basic housekeeping in my house. I want to make sure this is the place for you. Because I'm not about to be answering to a whole bunch of people when I let you know ahead of time, this is how I run my house. If you don't like how I run my house, you can get the fuck out. Hello. Okay. Number one, God will come first in everything that I do. Absolutely. Is one statement that I agree with Donnie Boy, Donnie T. I'm gonna say a lot of controversial stuff on here, but this is the first one. Donnie T, I don't know if he believed it or not, if he was just saying this on his campaign trail to get votes, but he was like, the world is the way it is right now because God has been removed from everything. I was like, wait a minute, Donnie boy. Wait a minute, sir. I don't agree with everything you do, but damn it, I agree with that. Me, myself, I was trying to remove God from everything. I didn't want God to be weed. I was like, okay, mix that. People ain't gonna like that. They didn't want God to be in this platform because I cuss a lot. I didn't want, right? But I had to learn God created me in the likeness of my creator's image. So I'm gonna speak how I speak. I'm gonna do what I do, but God comes first. You're gonna hear me talk about God in every single podcast. So much so, I have actual like little a series inside the podcast called Hood Bible Study. I was gonna separate Hood Bible Study into a whole nother channel, and God said no. I need you to connect all of who you are, right? The streets, the weed, the spiritual side, the intellect, right? The goofy side, right? All that in one. So God will come first. You will hear me refer to God as two things, God and divine creator. So that's a little housekeeping. If you don't want somebody talking about God all the time, you probably shouldn't watch none of my content going forward because, again, God will come first in everything that I do. Okay. Number two. Number two. As you can guess, I curse. I said a few cuss words. Let me see. Fuck, shit, damn, hoe, bitch, nigga. I mean, let's just throw that out there. That's my vernacular. That's how I speak. That's how I talk, right? And I had to learn, I had to change who I am for other people because people want to deem those words as bad words. But let me tell you something. I don't fully agree with that because I look at words as positive impacting or negative impacting. There's a lot of other negative impactful words that are not deemed cuss words. I can cuss you out without cussing you out. You ugly, stupid, dumb, worthless. You just good for nothing. You broke. I just cursed you without saying one curse word. So, yeah, bitch, whole damn shit. You feel how you feel. I'ma speak how I speak. Someone that really like helped me step into who I am when it comes to speaking is Gary Vee. White dude, right? He cuss all the time. And Gary was like, this is how I speak. It adds a little spicy and character and a little love to my talk. I was like, wait a minute. I like that. Gary, he was like, you ain't gotta listen. It's about 8 something billion people on this planet. You ain't gotta listen to me if you don't like it. But I'm telling you, this is how I speak. Well, if you don't like it, to the left, to the left. Put all your stuff in a box and get the fuck out. Fast. That's number two. I curse. All right. Number three. Number three. If you haven't guessed it, I'm medicated a lot of the time. Now, I don't need it. I don't need it, but I like it, right? And you can judge how you want to, because I'm good with my divine creator, right? We just talked about God, right? I go breaks. I do breaks all the time. I do fasts all the time. I did 3 months of nothing. No social media. No substances. Right? I'll do a week here with nothing. I'll do a day. You can't judge me. You can't make me feel bad about smoking tree. So every episode, I'm probably gonna be lit. That's a great segue. Let's shout out our sponsors, shall we? Frosted Flavors. Like I said, I've been in the cannabis industry for almost 6, 7 years. Black and brown communities inside of this game, it's so tough on these people. It is so tough. Like, oh, I have a whole, episode coming about that. But for right now, let's just shout out the black and brown small brands. Frosted Flavors, Pablo, but I think Pablo, right? Both out of Sacramento, local, but they're all throughout NorCal. Support your local brands. When you go in dispensary, find you a small local brand. If you can, get you a black owned or brown owned brand. Pablo Buzz, Frosted Flavors, shout out both of them. This is what I'm on right now. To me, that best thing smoking is that slime. It's so nasty. Nasty in a good way. She nasty in a good way. She's fat. Ooh, she's a heavy indica. Had me in the cup like that. I told bro, I was like, bro, this don't feel like an indica when I first hit it. He was like, just wait. Sure enough, about 20 minutes later, I was like, oh yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So shout out Frosted Flavors. Get y'all something in y'all life. You feels me and Pablo Buds. Black owned, brown owned. Support your local people. Okay. Next, last housekeeping item, right? Some stuff I say is going to come off as controversial, negative, trolling, but I do have an ultimate goal of leading people to the best version of themselves, bringing the light to the darkness of this world. I'm part of a movement called Hella Positive. Shout out my boy out in Oakland. He created this movement called Hella Positive. You'll see me wearing this all the time. Just a movement where we're trying to stay hella positive in a world where it's hella dark, hella negative, right? I always try to lead with love. I understand I'm going to offend some people. I can't control that. Not at all, right? Not trying to control that. But I do understand I can't please everyone. But I am going to try to lead always with light and love. Charge it to my head, not my heart. If I offend you, just know I've thought of what I was trying to say beforehand. I didn't just say it to say it. And that was the best way I came to a conclusion to say it. And if it offended you, I'm not sorry. That's one of the things. I don't really apologize much. I'm sorry you took it that way, but I'm not sorry I said what I said. I can't control how you feel. I can control how I pitch, but I can't control how you catch. I'll say it again. I can control how fast I pitch, curveball, underhand, this. I can try to make it as nice and smooth transition as possible, but I can't control how you receive the information. And I'm not going to try to control it. I don't give a fuck. In case you haven't understood the shirt yet, I don't give a rat's ass. I was giving y'all time to catch it. Hopefully you got it. Okay. Alright, those are just the 4 housekeeping rules. God comes first, right? I'm gonna be lit. Gonna be a little medicated. I curse a lot. But at the end of the day, I'm hella positive. I'm trying to lead with love and lead you to the best version of you. Okay. Now that we got that all out the way, this episode just a recap. Like I said, I've been gone for 2 years. I got a quick message before I even talk about all that. When you pause to see the pivot, to step in purpose, right? A lot of the time we're so go, 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 go that we don't pause. Allow God to pull us back to where we need to be pulled so we can be released into our purpose. But that comes with a pivot. A lot of times you have to pivot. You got to let go of your plans to step into God's purpose. 2 years hiatus, like I said, I've been gone because I've been pivoting. If I would just been speaking there, I would have been just saying any and everything. God wouldn't have been in this. I would have. Yes. Can you pause? Can you pause? However long that pause is, a day, a week, a year, 2 years. Who knows how long that pause is going to be, right? But can you pause? Pause your plans. See the pivot that's coming. Do you need to go left, straight, right? To step into the purpose that you was created for. This is not my God episode. I have a whole, like I said, hood Bible study coming, but that was the point of the hiatus for me, is that sometimes you got to get closer to yourself and your divine creator to see why you was created. Do you know if a creation is not being used in a way that the creator wanted it to, is called defective? There's a lot of defective human beings on this planet. It has nothing to do with how they look, how much money they have, what they drive. No. You're defective because you're not living in the purpose that your creator had for you. Does that make sense? If something is created for a purpose and it's not working in that purpose, it's defective. If this microphone is not doing what it's supposed to do, you take that back to the manufacturer and say, hey, this is defective. What tool did God create you to be that you're not living in that purpose? You was created to fix fucking something. Go fucking fix it. Go fucking fix it. I felt something coming. I gotta move on. I'm gonna wait till my God episode to go here. But pause, pivot, purpose. Okay. Last episode, 2 years ago, I talked about the Maxwell and Epstein situation. 2 years have unfolded a lot of other stuff that's been uncovered. No Diddy, right? But a whole bunch of other stuff. In that time frame, a lot has happened. R. Kelly went to jail. This Maxwell got convicted. Diddy is being uncovered. A lot of other stuff is being uncovered. And that's where we left off. And I kind of want to pick up on that same sentiment that there's a lot going on this earth. And I don't know if y'all noticed this. I was giving y'all time to notice it. I'm a huge troll. But sometimes you got to troll to get people to, like, pay attention to what you're really trying to say, right? You see how I said flat earth, but there's a donut? That's the round aspect of it. So is it flat? Is it round? We live in a matrix? Is it a bubble? Can I tell you? I really don't believe that. So I'm actually, you see, I got my marks. Hold on. You see, I got my marks. Sometimes you got to use what you have to get what you want. I can't wait to have my film crew and all that. But I have to put marks down so I know exactly where to put this back in. But anywho, I don't care about flat earth. I don't care about round earth. I don't care about none of this shit. Let me tell you why. It's all a distraction. So many talking tools right now going on that's meant to distract you to what's really going on. There has been a split on this earth. And I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can tell at all. The split has happened. I have a whole episode coming, just foreshadowing, where it's called 5G versus 5D. Right? Technology first, the fifth dimension. The split is before our eyes. And everything has been put in front of us to make us go against each other and not notice the split. I don't know what we're living in, but I will say this: I'm a very intelligent person. I call myself the Black Sheldon, like very intelligent. I could have skipped the second grade. I didn't, but I should have. There's some stuff that's above my pay grade. There's some stuff that even I'm not smart enough to understand. Can I research it and learn? Yes, but you don't need to go down every fucking rabbit hole. That's not for you. Does the flat earth or round earth really change what's going on in society right now? No. Obesity, sickness, homelessness, trafficking, whether it's kids or adults, murder, SA, right? I can't really say that word, but you know, SA. That's what people are starting to say. A whole bunch of stuff. Does those theories, those whatever we're talking about, does it really matter? Blue versus red, they all work for the same people, right? Drake versus Kendrick. I got caught up in that too for a little bit. I ain't they not like cause I'm a Catholic. They not like they not like us. Huh? Boom, 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 boom. I got caught up in that, but I'm seeing a lot of discussions going on to pin us against each other to distract us from the fact that a new earth is being created. I don't care about flat. I don't care about round. I don't care about make. All I know is I'm a little black boy from the hood that want to see as much as I can before I perish. You dig? You will never know what it really is unless you traveled all the way around this globe and then went past Antarctica. Because there's things that they're. We'll get into all of that, right? Some stuff is above our pay grade. And not necessarily like money wise, but I mean mentally and energy wise. Don't put your energy in shit that doesn't matter, right? Sure, know to know, but I've learned being a smart person to when to not go down certain rabbit holes. Almost went down it and almost got caught up in the flat earth stuff. I don't give a fuck. I ain't never left the US. I don't care if it's round or flat. I want to go see as much as this flat or round earth I can fucking see before I perish. Y'all have fun with them dumbass conversations. They are literally having a war right now. We'll talk about all this going for. I'm just shadowing, throwing stuff out there. There's a war going on that's been going on for a very long time in the Middle East, right? Over who God is better, or I should say, who version of God is better, who is the rightful people of God, right? And who deserves the rightful place. What the fuck? I'm gonna say that there's a whole war that's been going on for a very long time over God and who's the rightful people. But we worried about some flat earth, round earth, and they are just killing everybody left and right. Certain things don't matter no more. The split is happening where you're seeing a divide of what matters and what doesn't matter. Is Jesus coming back? I don't know. Let me just say this controversial. I'm like a lot of controversial things. I look at Jesus like a brother, not a savior. I'm gonna wait till I get into the Bible study to explain that a little bit more. But I believe we are in the new earth of Christ consciousness. Yeah, because just throwing out foreshadowing. And let me say this too, speaking of a new earth. A little tidbit. I got a little bit of the tism. I'm gonna talk about that, but a little bit of the tism. Autism. So my mind be all over the place. Y'all gonna see these like random thoughts be coming, but can y'all keep that end of the world shit to yourself? I mean, if you fully believe that, cool. But I want you to understand your thoughts and what you say create the reality. You keep that bullshit to yourself. My best days is ahead of me. What the fuck you talking about? I've been through too much and my older world is in it. Not on my fucking watch. Not on. Stop saying that. What you can say is, yes, there's a new earth being created. There's realities being shattered. One world, but many realities that we were living in that needed to go so we can actually maybe get back to living the God life that God had for us before we start creating all these man-made problems. You know what I mean? But y'all keep that shit to yourself. Them all the world is in it. Your motherfucking world is in it. You die with that shit. I ain't going with you. I'm not. I'm creating a new earth on this planet by raising my consciousness, raising my vibrations, and not stepping down to the bullshit. Y'all keep going down there. I ain't going down there. You better come up to me. The best thing I can do is get a bullhorn and kind of speak down a little bit. Like, hey, how you doing? Stop saying that shit about the world ending. Your world ended. Mine ain't. The more people keep speaking that, the fucking world go fucking in. Jesus Christ. I know you shouldn't be using it. I did that on purpose. Still understand Jesus was. If you caught it, you caught it. Like I said, I'm a little troll. But I'm going to always say things to make you think. Okay. But yes, it's a new earth being created. We're going to dive deep. I have a whole episode called 5D versus 5G, right? Bible study coming. I have episodes about weed coming. That episode is the only episode you may actually see me like spark until season 3. I not go below too much. I'm indoors and I'm right back and smoking. And it's too hot to be in the garage filming this shit. Fuck y'all. Um, but yes, it's a lot going on. I got 2 other controversial things I want to say. First, I'm gonna piggyback on what's going on in the world. You know who fault it is? It's the church's fault. And that's why I'm creating my own Bible study. And I have to tread cautiously when I say this. I have to. It's too many churches in the world that have been established for a very long time for evil still to be winning. And not only winning, but it's kicking the religious people's ass. I have a whole podcast episode coming where we go talk about religious Royal Rumble. Religious Royal Rumble. Make sure I said that right. Yeah, well, the religions are already going against each other, so why don't we actually now put it on paper and see, based off the criterias, right, to being a good godly person, based off each person criteria, each religion criteria, I'm gonna put them up against each other and say who would actually win. I'm gonna give you foreshadowing. Christians, y'all would lose. I'm gonna just put that out there. The people who are very judgmental, y'all would lose that battle. But we don't go deep. But it's the church's fault. Church's fault. Religion has been around way too long for evil to not only be winning, but to have this many people not even believe in some kind of higher power. Fuck religion. They don't even believe in God no more. That's the biggest problem. That is the biggest that most folks don't even believe in God. You see my dog? He had to confirm that. He was like, yeah, huge problem. Huge. So we're going to dive deep into that. I'm not going against the church or religion, but I am saying there's a split that you need your own relationship. I think the more people build on their relationship and stop trying to be saved by religion, that would actually like help things, right? When the last time people, I'm just throw this out there. Like so we foreshadowing. When the last time you seen Christians go door to door in the hood telling people about God? I've never really seen that. I've seen Jehovah's Witnesses do it. I've seen Jehovah's Witnesses almost get killed in the hood at 6, 7 a.m. knocking on motherfuckers' doors, talking about, you want to hear about your Lord and Savior. Muslims be out there talking about the final call out there in hot with they suits on. I've seen Muslims in many different public places. They don't give a fuck what they're at, what time it is. When it's time to pray, they're rolling out that mat. So how do we have all this people showing this, showing God, I should say, right? Speaking of God, we have all this evil running. Could it be because there's a lot of fake shit going on in these churches? A lot of manipulation, mental slavery happen inside the church? To be in the world, not of the world, but the church is the most in the world people. You celebrate every single holiday. And we're going to get into how most of the holidays are pagan. To be in the world, not of the world, but you're so in the world that you got distracted by being politically correct to everybody. Jesus didn't come to save. Nah. Nah. He came to liberate. You're supposed to save your damn self. We missed that message. Oh, show. Oh, that's my man, Stewie. That's his name, Stewie. He always calls Stewie. Stewie is clearly saying something. But the last thing I want to say, speaking of mental slavery, because I'm just throwing out a lot of controversial things, and you're going to see where I'm going with this. Kanye West will always have a supporter. After what y'all said, okay, I do not care what picture the media try to paint of that man. He is the one that made it okay for me to be a genius. I mean, I was already going to be a genius, but seeing him allowed me to be the weird person I am. Not just him, I ain't gonna just, but he is a big part of that. Little black people in the hood, we had no, at that time, of me growing up, I'm 34, right? Me being in middle school, going into high school, I didn't have no, it's okay to be weird. At that time, nah, nigga, you better pick up this gun and shoot. Go sell something, go pimp something. I'm from the bag, you dig? I didn't have that. He made it okay to be cool. He made it okay to do instruments. So I understand sometimes when a genius in him does not articulate best he can. I had to do a 2-year hiatus so I can come back and know how to speak, right? To formulate things the best way I can to not offend people. But Kanye said something that I will always agree with. He just didn't know, in my opinion, how to articulate it. He said slavery was a choice. This is where it gets deep for me. I think he missed some words there. So in my opinion, I'm gonna interpret what I took it as. Slavery now is a choice. Now, slavery is a choice. Mental slavery is a choice. There was at one point physical bondage that they had people in. It's still trafficking, that's different. But I mean, it's a whole group of people that at one point was enslaved. A few different groups of people, right? We're not just gonna say black people. But that time is over as far as the actual physical being in chains. But now somehow mentally we all have become, not all, I'm sorry. And I'm not even gonna jump in that with y'all. Mentally, a lot of people have become enslaved. And it takes a lot of breaking out of AKA the matrix. It does. But it is a choice to watch what you watch, eat what you eat, be fearful how you're fearful. Number one thing that God said in the Bible was do not fear. It's so much fear running rapid on this earth. It is a mental choice to be in that low vibration. It is a mental choice to keep buying certain things when you know people don't give a fuck about you. It is a mental choice to watch things on social media that you know is fake, but you still want to live that life like them. It is a mental choice to do certain things. So I get mental slavery is real, and you have to choose every day which master you're going to serve. Technology, right? Are actually going to serve in the purpose of the creator that was given to you. Even Harriet Tubman, at some point, she had to stop going back because you look at people and be like, I got to save me, right? So it is a choice. How many times do you think Harriet Tubman went back and people still chose to stay on that plantation or whatever plantation she went to get people to come with her? So I see again what Brett was saying, but I'm going to just take it as mental slavery is a choice. Mental slavery, right? Because the mental slavery will then lead you into physical slavery. Before somebody allows someone to constantly beat their ass, they have to mentally be beat up first. You feel me? You know what I mean? You don't just allow somebody to keep hitting you in the fucking face and you're like, this ain't cool. No, it ain't fucking cool. But mentally, you condition yourself to say it's cool. So there's some mental trauma we all, whether it was through your own life experience, your ancestors, whatever, that we all need to kind of break out of. Me, myself, I'm slowly but surely getting there, right? Trying to live in purpose, walk by faith, right? Get back to being the God person God created me to be, walking in the essence of being a king and a God. We'll call all to that because I do believe we are gods. Some of y'all will never get to that vibration. That's on you. I'm a God. Little G, not big G. Like I said, I have a whole Bible study episode coming. So the next two episodes actually will be Bible study where I legit have a Bible right here. The weed will be gone. And I'm actually talk to y'all about God. Y'all, we gonna get into the Bible and stuff. You did. My mama, when she was pregnant with me, had a few people. She told me this several times. Put their hand on her belly, and then say I would be a pastor, or preacher, or prophet. Make sure you know, take care of me, blah blah blah. I even had people tell me that growing up in the church. I'm like, nah, nigga, we ain't going that route. Cause now look at me. I'm the hood prophet. I don't want no pork, but I don't want none of that shit. This is the best thing for me. I can sit here and talk into this camera. I'm gonna have a film crew soon. You watch, right? And I ain't gotta worry about no congregation. I ain't gotta worry about no fans, no funk or nothing. You see it, you see it. You don't. Once I post it, I don't give a fuck what happens. I did my job. I did my purpose. Whatever happens after that, cool. I threw the pitch. Whoever catch it, catch it. Whoever hit it, hit it. I don't give a fuck after that. You feel me? And that's how you should be. Step in your purpose, leave it there, do your best, forget the rest, and it's all gravy, baby. You feel me? So I'm gonna end on that note because I said a lot of stuff. I don't know why I filtered it. Fuck it, I said a lot of shit that already is probably go have people looking at me a different kind of way. But I'm gonna give. Oh, almost forgot my hat. I used to wear this hat when I worked at a dispensary. I did. Uh huh. I know y'all thinking you wore that. I was a manager. We're in a shit show right now. We're in a shit show, yo. And I got my popcorn. And I'm watching some of it, but some of it I know I got to step in and do some stuff about. And I know some people will be like, everybody ain't got to do this and do that and live this way. And why you taking life so serious? Well, some of us may not be, have many lives left that we could play around with. How they say it's a Matrix video game. Maybe you got many lives you could play around with and not step into your purpose. I don't. So I'm gonna watch part of the shit show, but then as a supervisor, God gave me authority over certain things. I gotta step in and change some shit. Yeah. Now, if you listen and I put a hat on that says shit show supervisor, I know that didn't make no sense if you listen. Because people forget it's supposed to be a podcast. A podcast is supposed to be the audio. And then somehow we got the visual, and now you just want to see people. Just nosy. Y'all just nosy. Listen with your ears, not your eyes. You're supposed to see with your eyes, but then most of y'all see the wrong thing. That's why I gotta trick people, because you're looking with these and not this. But anywho, tune in to the next episode. Like I said, it's Hood Bible Study. I'm back. I'm so excited. I'm excited for all the criticism that come with this. And I had to take a couple of years away to prepare myself for what comes with speaking how I speak. But again, I'm ready for it. I'm ready. All right. You have a great day. Catch you next episode.